voluntaryvirtues.com. Glad you guys could join us again today. I wanted to let you guys know about an event that is coming up that I'm going to be speaking at on April 20th, 2013. And the title of it is Anarchy in NYC. So obviously it's going to be in New York City, right? And I'm going to hammer away on some intermediate to advanced topics of libertarianism that I don't think a lot of people know, or maybe things that I think more people should know, or at least hear about, that might help break kind of that paradigm between freedom and statism. But I am also interested in what you have to say, and I invite you to please give me ideas or questions and comments of what you would like to hear, what you think others should hear, what maybe the voluntarist movement hasn't expounded on quite enough at this point. So let me know. I'm willing to take your opinions and work with them, and maybe even go on a different tangent and discuss things on a Facebook page or something, or maybe through email. But there's going to be a lot of good speakers at this event in New York City, and it's already had over 20,000 Facebook friend invites on its event page, which I'm going to go ahead and include the little description in the link in the description section below, so you can go ahead and check that out. But Stefan Molyneux is going to be there, Adam Kokesh, Emily McCulloch, Danny Penzella. We also have John Bush. There's a bunch of different people. I could go on for a while. They even have some great music artists that are going to be there as well, dedicated to a voluntary society, an idea that people have the right to do whatever they want as long as they don't infringe on other people, and that also includes the right to disagree. And most of the time in our situation that we were discussing, it comes down to statism, which is kind of funny. I want to use this for a second here to maybe jump into why voluntarists are always focusing on the government, because it's not that voluntarists are necessarily anti-government, right? Which they are, but it's not just that. It's not just the fact that we reject government intervention. What it really comes down to is the fact that government is a vehicle of it, the initiation of aggressive violence on peaceful people who might have never infringed on anybody else, simply disagreed. It infringes on them, and it tells them, these peaceful people, how to live their lives, and in some cases it forces people to do things that they don't want to do and stops them from doing things that they would like to do peacefully. And obviously, as voluntarists and people who believe in free choice and free will, we completely disagree with that. This is why that event's going on. But the key root here isn't to just say voluntarists are just against government. They're against all forms of aggression, whether that's from an individual or from a collective. So it doesn't really matter on either basis. It's that people have the right to do whatever they want to do with themselves and what they justly acquire. We have, we can get into this whole argument between personal and private property, but even anarcho-communists somewhat grasp personal property rights, right? Maybe not private. Obviously, it's not exclusive because it's subjectively valued, but it's still something that we can understand and grasp with. And I think a lot of people, we live that in our daily lives. I've mentioned this before. Most of our daily actions when we don't go to jail a lot, right? You don't go to jail often, and maybe you're doing bad stuff and the system's inefficient. But what I'm really trying to get at here is that you're generally a pretty good person in life, and at least most of us are. Most of the people who are going to be watching this video especially are. If you've even came to this video, it's generally because you have a want or an urge or calling or some feeling inside of you that says you just got to do something. You just got to say something to somebody. You know it's not right. Either you feel trapped or you're scared for future generations, your grandchildren. Either way, it's important for us to realize we're generally good people, and we don't use aggressive violence on most people in the world around us. We don't really want to bring about that type of an environment, right? But at the same time, so many people around us will actually believe that they can delegate that right to somebody else in a costume or government suit and have them do it to us. It's something that we believe needs more discussion, at the least. If not that you're going to subscribe to it, but that maybe we should at least talk about this ideal, and that's why Anarchy in NYC is happening, and why there's other liberty organizations such as Liberty Fest. I mean, there's a bunch of different items we can go into, but it's important to realize that the reason Anarchy in NYC is going on isn't so that people can throw bricks and Molotov cocktails through windows and smash property. It's so that we can go there to discuss ideals of non-aggression, of voluntarism, and on a more peaceful-based society, a voluntary society, where people have free choice and free will, as long as they don't infringe on others or others' property. A very simple concept. And most of those people there, when you go there, you're going to hear this model a lot, and that is that government is always always an aggressor. Just for the government to stay in business, everything it touches is bankrupt. Just for it to stay in business, it has to have that mafia-style threat of extortion, where they say, if you don't pay us, we're going to threaten you more and more until you get the idea that we're going to put you in this cage and lock you up and still steal your property on top of it, right? So the point of Anarchy in NYC is not to spread chaos. I want a lot of people out there to understand that. The ideal of Anarchy in NYC is to help spread the ideals of a voluntary society. So I invite you and ask you to join us on April 20th, 2013 for Anarchy in NYC. We don't have a destination picked out, a venue chosen quite yet. I know that Ian's working on one right now, so we're looking forward to that. I know that if you buy your tickets right now, they're only $5, and that I don't know how much they're going to be after January 1st, but if you buy them before January 1st, the ticket's only $5, so I think that's a pretty good value. We had one guy ask us, well, why can't Anarchy be free? You know, like the thing, like there's, once again, people who just don't even understand money or currency, which we'll talk about these topics at Anarchy and NYC. I think I definitely have something talking about that. But, you know, we have things to pay for. PA systems and just renting the venue itself out, and maybe the food that they're going to be buying. There's going to be a lot of different things that they're going to eat. $5 is not much to watch all of this, you know, to have this great get together of so many peaceful people. Just the networking value. Even if you don't want to listen to anybody else talk, if you say, you know, screw Mike Shanklin, right? Well, you can still come out there and enjoy all the other company that's going to be out there. There's a lot of other people that might not be as vocal as I, that you might like to talk to or just network with. Maybe it's a business opportunity for you. I don't know. My point is, Anarchy in NYC is going to be a very, very good movement, and I think it has the potential to attract a lot of people. You know, NYC, New York City, has over 10 million people. A lot of people there, and they have a chance of making this really big if we can actually make a push for it and support it for the next 4 months before it actually does, 4.5 months before it actually does occur. Anyway, I thank you guys for your time, and if you have any questions, you know, pop me an email or send me a message through YouTube or send a little comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm a busy guy, but I appreciate all your time and effort spreading the message of voluntarism. I'll see you guys over in New York City. Bye.